I call this story Little Things Mean a Lot, and here's why. Last year I was asked to help a consumer goods producer help a packaging line improve the reliability. Now, I took a walk of that line with my team leader about a month before the Kaizen event and saw some issues that I thought I could help with some pretty simple alignment, straightening, and centering of the line. So he seemed convinced and he helped build the team for this Kaizen. However, he needed it approved by his plant manager. So I spent some time trying to convince the plant manager that my approach made sense. Now, the plant manager was an engineer as well, and he was not sure that this could get done in a week. And in fact, he had done similar work in other factories that he had been part of and thought it was a multi-week project. But he was trusting of his team leader, who was trusting of me, and he gave me the opportunity and the green light to go ahead. So the reliability Kaizen is a little different than most Kaizens that I run, in that the first day, the work that we're going to do is very directed by me. We are going to level the line, locate center, and center the product and process up. And then the team can work on other things that they see after these improvements. So they were very skeptical, as most people would suspect, because what does leveling the line do? The line's probably already level. So luckily, we took a walk on the line, we locked out the equipment, and then I set to work showing them where the center of their process was and how out of level their equipment was. Turns out it was pretty far out of level, about a ½ an inch to 3/4 of an inch in some spaces, and the line was off center by about 5/8 of an inch. Doesn't sound like a lot, but most equipment is designed to be balanced. So in the first day, we leveled a bunch of conveyors, and you could see that some of the mechanics on the team and some of the operators were kind of getting interested and involved in leveling it. They wanted to try it themselves. So I could see they were getting into it. So the first day we did that, we left for the day. The next morning when we came in, we found out the line had actually run pretty well that night, better than anybody was anticipating, even though all we had done was move things a 1/4 inch to ½ an inch. So the next things we did, we started optimizing the equipment to the location that we had centered and the levelness, and then made settings. Well, we hadn't finished on day 2, and it turns out the team that came in, who knew nothing about what we had done, had to do a changeover that night, set up to a different size, which we had identified, and then change back to our setting. Turns out they were able to go exactly back to where we had started, and the line ran better than they had ever seen. So once that happened, we built huge amounts of momentum and started solving problem after problem on the line, so much that at the report out, the plant manager, who had been skeptical in the beginning, told the team he loved what they had done and he thought that they could do that on other lines in his plant, and let's start next week, which was really great, except as a consultant, maybe that doesn't help so much, but it's good to teach them those methods. What's neat now is that they have optimized so well, they audited, and one of the key operators from that team told me 6 months later that he no longer has to worry about that part of the line, and he's able to let his lower skilled operators take care of it from here on. I hope this story provided you with some inspiration to revisit your own processes. I have a lot more I'd like to share. Head over to pi-partners.com to learn how I can help. And check back from time to time for more Kaizen stories.